This time, I was a baller in the pen, like
Hustling.
yeah, doing all type of shit.
Yeah.
Like I knew what to do this time because I'm an observer. I've been there from not knowing what to do and not having shit. I learned that I ain't trying to be like that. You feel me? This time, so yeah, I was with my nigga Baby Rock from East Coast. 6 Deuce East Coast. That nigga was like, he already was in. He already was doing his little shit where he was. So he's like, nigga, when we get here, nigga, we gonna get cracking, and we did. And that's my bro for real. We went up in that bitch and did what the fuck we said we was gonna do. We was up in that motherfucker chained up.
Eating good?
Eating good. Nigga, I was buying phones that was like $2,500 at the time. This when flat screens really start coming out and shit. Niggas up in there balling.
So what year was that when the phones were that expensive?
Nigga, like 2016.
Damn.
2016, that's when the flat screens start flooding. But they like, at first, nigga, either you want this bullshit, flip phone, this bullshit, you know what I'm saying, other phone, or you want something you can get on Instagram, Facebook, niggas was on Facebook, all type of shit around that time, so yeah.
That must make passing the time a little bit easier when you got access.
When I was in Arizona on this term, the second term,
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was in jail, bro. I still got videos and shit. Nigga, I was up in there chilling, bro. I was up in there smoking all day. You know how much weed is in jail?
Well, let me ask you, who's more strict, the COs in the private prison or in the California?
California. It's a lot of shit I'll do out there I couldn't do out here. But you could do it, but like it's like a whole lot of, it's more open, like you could see. I was on the 3 yard, so you could like, it's like you could, everybody in your business for real.
What kind of food do you eat when you ain't got no money, and then what kind of food you eat when you hustling?
This term I always have money. I always had a commissary and shit, so my first term, nigga, I just had to eat the motherfucking food they give me, because I ain't no nigga that's finna be asking for soups and shit, you feel me? So I was just eating that police food, whatever the fuck they was giving us. I had to eat it up and just learn how to start, because I just came from being homeless before I went to the pen my first time. I was already on the street, so I didn't eat good every day already, you feel me? So it was like, I was already trained, like.
What's that food like? What's that bullshit food like?
It's worse in the private prison. It's like garbage as fuck.
What is it, like fake, like mashed potatoes and some shit, or what?
The potatoes fake, the eggs fake.
Oh yeah, you get the fake scrambled eggs, right? Yeah, all that fake shit.
Powder shit.
Yeah. And then when you got commissary, what was your food of choice when you locked up?
When I don't got commissary?
No, when you got it.
I'll be making every day. I'll just make like a rice bowl, or I'll just make a little simple spread of one of them motherfuckers. Like I prepare my shit, I break the soup down, boom. Put some rice and some beans and chop up some meat, put it up in there. That was every day. And put some cheese and shit. That was everyday thing. But like, you know, my homies and shit, like my cellies be knowing how to cook that other shit. I just, you know, put in on that. We just put food together and, you know, somebody cook that shit.
Now, what's the justification? How is the $2,500 price justified? Like, why is it that high?
It's certain prisons. It's how it's like supply and demand. You feel me? Certain prisons, if it's hard to get that shit, it's gonna cost. You could get it, but it's gonna cost. You feel me? Certain prisons, it's easy to get that shit. It's certain prisons like 1 yard, 2 yards, you can get that shit for like $200-$300. You feel me? Because them phones only really cost like $90. You feel me? $80, $100. But you know, it's supply and demand. Cause if like me, I was having everything in that bitch. You feel me? So, you know, like if you want it, you gonna pay for your habit. You feel me?
And then you got to keep the monthly bill paid too, right? That's the easy part.
But it was all prepaid.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't too much. But I only bought like 2-3 of them like that because you know niggas have to break them, get rid of them sometimes and shit. Cause the police, but they start going down 15, 12. 1,000, 9, 8. It start going down though because it just start getting easier to get them bitches. When so many people got phones to sell, it's like everybody can't sell their shit for no whole lot.
Yeah.
Drugs too. If it's too many niggas with weed, you gotta go ahead and give a little deal or something.
What's the quality of weed like when you locked up?
I had a lot of weed, bro. I had good. I don't know. I was getting shit from the homies. I was getting shit from the plug. So I was having all that, all type of good, you know.
Was anybody having the paper where they have a whole sheet of paper like this? A whole sheet of paper with whatever, you know, they dip it and...
That shit started Like when I was finna go home.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I guess they cut the paper.
one of my cellies tripped out on that shit.
Okay, that's kind of a newer shit.
That's because it started getting hard to get weed. You feel me? COVID fucked it off for sure. So that little bullshit right there, really be smoking that now because it be hard to get weed in the pen nowadays.